This is Ray Luttrell. For many years, Ray was an executive with the Chicago area printing company, and he had a unique way of having fun.
It's really a very calculated type thing we do. The stunts are all very well planned out. There's basic bottom lines for speed, for altitude that if I don't have, I know that you pass it, you don't go with it. You try to make the things look daring, look exciting, and I think they are. At the same time, there's a big element of precision involved in it.
Born Ravon Dale Luttrell on March 10, 1936, Ray developed a love of aircraft and flying, and at age 30, he learned to fly. From there, his desire was to do more, so he taught himself the art of aerobatics. Like most stunt pilots, Ray was very optimistic when flying and took that confidence to the air when completing loops, snap rolls, the Hammerhead, flying upside down, and his favorite maneuver, the knife edge, which became his signature stunt. Among Ray's achievements are the self-taught aerobatics he practiced often and put on display at air shows around the country. In aerobatics, the aircraft is flying at speeds of 200 miles per hour as low as 10 feet off the ground. At that speed, he experienced forces up to 8G, which is 8 times the force of gravity. This type of flying is demanding and takes a physical toll on the pilot and the aircraft. Ray would practice to keep himself conditioned to flying aerobatics. Ray made this maneuver, the knife edge, his signature stunt by adding the ribbon cut. By the way, airplanes are not designed to fly this way, but Ray built his aircraft to withstand the extreme pressures.
Because we really don't relate to the fact that we think we're going to get killed doing it. We're not fatalistic. I think most people who fly stunts are very optimistic people to begin with. We believe it will not happen to us, and I have no doubt in my mind it's not going to happen to me.
Ray loved to talk about his craft, and here he explains the Hammerhead.
We want to try to draw a good vertical line, so we'll run about 170 miles an hour. Pull the airplane to level and take it straight vertical. We'll fly the airplane straight vertical as long as we think we can keep it going up without falling backwards. And when it's gone to as high as it will go and just about stalled, we'll kick in rotation and a rudder.
Oh, no.
And come straight back up. And you'll like it. You must have a respect for these things. You must have a respect, and you must not forget it, that it will bite you. And it's a very unforgiving thing to do. It still doesn't stop us from doing it. We hope that you're able to fly and keep your head straight enough to do the things you know you have to do to stay safe. It's a hard physical workload, and it takes just conditioning, I think, to see all the horizon spinning around, the motion and the G-load, centrifugal force on you. Each season before you start a show season, it takes maybe 4 or 5 good practice sessions to get your tolerances back.
Here, before an air show, Ray answers the question everyone wants to ask. Does he ever get airsick?
I never get airsick flying by myself. If I fly with someone else, I get airsick.
Flying this type of aircraft is a very calculated experience, and as Ray said, the stunts were always planned with bottom lines for speed and altitude, and if they were not met, the stunt was not attempted. Ray Luttrell was a daredevil, but he always knew his limitations and tried to make things look daring and exciting, but was aware of the element of precision involved with each stunt. Whether flying in an air show or just out to enjoy a flight, he always had a great respect for flying.
After a while, you're not even aware of the physical force on yourself. You just have a job to do, and you're trying to hold it in the area and do the maneuvers precise as you can without hitting the ground.
He built his airplane to fly aerobatics, and for years, Ray performed at air shows across the country. Like many pilots, Ray also flew because of the enjoyment it brought him. Ray Luttrell was a longtime member of the International Aerobatic Club and flew out of Lewis Airport on the campus of Lewis University in Romeoville. Although Ray Luttrell passed away in 2019, his family donated his airplane to the Illinois Air Museum at Clow International Airport in Bolingbrook, where his legacy is on display.